Hello, I am Paulo D of Cage Legacy and the MMA Opinion. I am joined on the line today by Kamil Wincenciak of Team KF, who takes on Ciaran Mulholland on April 3rd in a professional flyweight bout at Cage Legacy The Aftermath, live on pay-per-view. How are you doing today, Kamil?
I'm not bad, not too bad. What about you?
Very good, very good. Now, I do have to ask, I suppose, how is training going, given everything that's going on in the world at the moment and these unprecedented times? How is the camp going?
It's going pretty well, to be honest with you. Feeling sharp, feeling ready to go, even right now, to be honest with you. So, looking forward for the fight on 3rd of April,
Very good. And at the event itself, Cage Legacy The Aftermath, how important do you think for the future of Irish MMA that Cage Legacy is putting on this event now with everything that's going on in the world, and to put on such a large event as well, to put on an event on pay-per-view and to have so many big names on the card? How important do you think it is for the future, for the younger athletes coming through in MMA?
Oh, it will be so big step for the young athletes, to be honest with you. That will show, especially now at this time, that we can unite all the athletes, all the fighters, coaches, everyone, and stick together and organize some shows in Ireland.
Yeah.
That would be a huge step for all the community, to be honest with you, especially at this time.
Yeah, of course. And I suppose a little bit about your background. Could you tell me a bit about your background, how you got started in MMA?
I started MMA here, to be honest with you. I did, back in Poland, I did some wrestling and the kickboxing classes, but that wasn't, I wasn't into MMA, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And because we didn't have at the time when I'm coming from place, we didn't have some big MMA gym. The guys who showed me some wrestling moves, some kickboxing techniques, there was a bunch of guys who just trained this for the couple of years, and that's all.
Yeah.
So it's,
yeah.
Go ahead.
So, and what brought you to Team KF? What attracted you to Team KF?
Funny story, to be honest with you. When I came to Ireland in 2015, I was planning to do something, something doing with the MMA anyway, and I found out the gym in the Charlestown, the SPT Charlestown. That was the first gym when I went, and I trained there only for a month because mostly because of the work. My time shift wasn't great for the training. You are working 12 hours, you're going to the gym, feeling policy. You see, everyone's getting better than you, and you're getting upset. And after I found out that they're opening the gym in Swords, and I was like, that's great. I didn't have to walk or I used to get to the church, and I used to walk 50 minutes, 50
Jesus.
minutes. So I was I was horrible, to be honest.
That was the warm-up done.
Yeah. Getting ready for the class already. Yeah, and I found out they opening the gym in Swords, and I only have to take one bus, and I will be there in 20 minutes. That's great. And I started training there in the middle of 2015, something like this, and just stayed there. And I'm happy to be there, to be honest with you, with this gym. Great coaches, Chris Fields, Tom King, a lot of great training partners. And I don't think that I would change this gym for some other gym, to be honest with you.
Very good.
Stick with them forever,
Yeah. Obviously, you had a quiet enough 2020, and I suppose a lot of MMA fighters, especially in Ireland, had a quiet 2020. Are you excited to get back in there and get back into the cage and showcase what you've picked up in the last year and new skills you've picked up in the last year?
Yes, I'm waiting for that, to be honest. That would be just completely different person. Since the last fight with Ben McVeigh, I will be a completely different person in the cage. So I'm just looking forward to that,
Very good. And did that lockdown and everything that's going on play a part in your decision to turn professional at this point in your career?
Yes, it's very hard. You can see around the world the government just letting the big, let's say, only the big companies to organize the shows.
Yeah.
For example, UFC now, Clan Wars started doing some shows, Cage Warriors, Brave, and we just decided that that's the time. It's I just say to my coach, Chris, you will decide it.
Yeah.
If I'm ready or not. And he decided that I'm ready, so I'm happy for this decision,
Very, very good. And are you looking forward to getting in there and doing 5-minute rounds as opposed to 3-minute rounds? Or are you kind of dreading that deep water?
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Sounds challenging. Challenging, but I'm I believe in my cardio, and I'm doing the strength conditioner, to be honest with you. So I will be ready for this fight, for the 3 5 minutes rounds,
Yeah.
Hopefully, sorry, go ahead.
I believe this is your first appearance as well on Cage Legacy. You happy to making your pro debut in front of the Cage Legacy fans, a new audience?
Yes, I am. Actually, I'm surprised when I look at back in my records. I'm surprised that I didn't fold that yet. To be honest with you,
yeah,
I'm pretty surprised. To be honest,
just haven't had the opportunity just yet.
Finally,
Yeah. I just want to touch on your opponent as well, Ciaran Mulholland. Of course, he's had 2 pro fights already. Have you seen much of him, and what are you expecting from him in this bout?
I think he will stick with the striking extension. To be honest with you, he'll focus more on the striking. But I will be prepared for everything, for grappling, for striking, for wrestling. It's like I know that I'm not too well rounded, but I'm feeling more confident to go there and win the fight.
Yeah, and do you think that Kieran has a kind of, I wouldn't say an advantage in the sense that he has the experience of 5-minute rounds, but and especially having fought in 2020, do you think he's coming into this fight confident on the back of that?
Of course he will. To be honest with you, like everyone, like especially him on the record 0-2, he will go there and he wanna win. That's what he's gonna do. He needs to win if he wants to win. So all of us wanna win this fight, so it's a good matchup.
Yeah, and for the Cage Legacy fans who don't know much about you just yet, tell us something we don't know about Kamil Wincenciak.
I'm the person who's working full time and getting to the gym to do some good workout. To be honest with you, so for all the people who like working and they're a struggle to get to the gym, I'm like an example of that person. I'm just example. I can go there, I can work 12 hours and still go to the gym and get the workout done. So everyone who's like feeling unconfident with that, just go and do it.
Yeah.
It's like you will see the new version of me. If you watch some couple of my fights, I was just new person, like, and I can guarantee you, my fight will be the best fight on this guy.
Very good. We look forward to it. And tell me, why should the fans tune? You gave us a little bit of it there, but why should the fans tune into this fight on April 3rd live on pay-per-view?
Flyweight division, probably you won't see the quick stoppage. To be honest with you, we just prepare all the 3-5 minutes total war, and I can guarantee you this one.
Very, very good. And before we let you go, Kamil, can you let us know where we can find you on social media, and if you have any shout outs you'd like to do to any sponsors or teammates?
Looking for if you want to find me on the social media, go check the Instagram, Wincenciak Kamil, and you will find there also the link to my pay-per-view fight. And I would just say a huge thank you to my gym, Team KF, who's preparing the best fighters in the island. We have a lot of guys fighting there on the card, so hopefully you will get there and just watch our fights.
Very good. Make sure and tune in on April 3rd live on pay-per-view. Kamil Wincenciak of Team KF takes on Kiran Mulholland at Cage Legacy, the Aftermath. Thank you very much for coming on with us today, Kamil.
Thank you for that.